To understand what I'm about to tell you, you need to do something first. You need to believe in the impossible. My name is Barry Allen, and I am the fastest man alive. To the outside world, I'm an ordinary forensic scientist, but secretly, I use my speed to fight crime and find other metahumans like me. And one day, I'll find the man who killed my mother and get justice for my father. I am the Flash. We do not know what ripples in the waters of time will become far greater tidal waves. The waves of time are never set in stone. They are always changing all around us, and only I have unlocked the secret of manipulating that wave to my advantage. But something else has altered the timeline. Something else entirely outside of my calculations, and only time will tell if this interferes with my plans. As Cisco Ramon makes his way to an often disused corner of Star Labs, his thoughts are a circulating carousel of puzzlement. He was sure that he had calibrated the trap correctly. How could it have failed to trap the man in yellow? Unless there was something about the trap that Cisco did not know of. Even now, Cisco can hear the words of the man in yellow ringing in his ears. My goals are beyond your understanding. Oh, I'm not like the Flash at all. Some would say I'm the reverse. The only way to know for certain is to run a diagnostic on the device and know for certain what happened. Cisco had asked Caitlin to distract Dr. Wells while he worked. He only hoped he would have enough time, but as he enters the chamber, he finds something else that entirely takes his focus. Or should I say, someone else. A crazily mustached man in red with something in hand turns to Cisco. Sorry compadre, going to need to borrow this. Indefinitely. As the man teleports away, Cisco is dumbfounded. What the? But other problems are taking precedence, as Clive Malden has revealed himself as the newly empowered weather wizard as he seeks to make a splash, kidnapping Detective Joe West and orchestrating a large tidal wave to head straight for Central City, where Barry Allen and Iris West are situated. Iris, we have to go. Barry, wait, Iris! No, Barry, listen. Ever since you told me how you felt, I haven't stopped thinking about it. At first, I was really mad, but then I realized I couldn't stop thinking about it, because I didn't want to. I haven't stopped thinking about you. They steal a kiss, a passion that stops time around them. Who cared about danger, or oncoming tides, or anything else? There was only this moment. But every moment has to end, and Barry has to make a call. Caitlin, Barry, I need to talk to you. There's no time for that, alright? There is a tsunami heading for the city. How do I stop it? Theoretically, if you could create a vortex barrier around the coastline, a wall of wind, that should sap the tidal wave of its energy before it hits the city by running back and forth. How fast? I don't know if you can run that fast. Barry ends the call and turns to Iris. I'm so sorry. I didn't want you to find out this way. As before her eyes, the man Iris has known since they were children becomes a blur of motion and lightning as he becomes the city's newest champion. Go! The Flash speeds up towards the coast, setting his plan into motion. As Weather Wizard wraps up his efforts to sink the city, the Flash meanwhile runs from pillar to post, building momentum as he fights against all the odds to save the city. His insides are burning as everything tells him that he's reached his limit, but he has to go faster. He has to try. Hey, nice spot for a run. The Flash turns as beside him runs some kind of blue rat, running beside him as fast as him. Right now, he'll take whatever he can get. We need to stop the tidal wave. Say no more! As together, the Flash and this blue Hedgehog run to build a wall of wind against the barrage of the momentous tidal wave. The wave comes closer as it makes impact with the wall. Don't stop! Who stops? I only go fast. They keep up the defense as the Weather Wizard is beginning to overtax himself, trying to keep the wave afloat. But then something breaks as the wave subsides and the two speedsters can finally rest. We need to stop him. But the Flash can barely move as he's wiped. As he tries to stand, Iris is there to help him up. Thanks. Whoever you are. Call me Sonic. I'm guessing you've heard of me. Enjoying the video so far, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss our next video. And if you're in the mood for a detective story, be sure to check out my new book, Seeking the Untold, now available. Back at Star Labs, Sonic and Barry walk energetically into the cortex as Iris is passively walking behind the pair, processing all that has transpired. And this is where I woke up after being in a coma for 9 months. Wow, is it a requirement to be in a coma around here? Well, I was struck by lightning. Cool! I mean, oh no, how awful. Wait. So how did you get your powers? I don't know. I've always just had them. I guess I've just always been this awesome. Hey, do you want to go and see the particle accelerator? You know it. They speed off to the accelerator, leaving everyone else behind them. Great, now there's 2 of them. Wait, so you've both known Barry's the Flash this whole time? Kinda. How are you doing about all this? Fine. I'll just go and make sure you find my dad. That is, if Barry will tell me that. Iris walks away with her head being a mess, passing Dr. Wells as he enters the cortex and Barry and Sonic return. Alright, this place is awesome! Well, who's this fascinating creature? This is Sonic. He helped me stop the tidal wave. Welcome, Sonic. What of Martin? He would have gone to ground now, and he has Joe. There was something else. Someone broke into the building. What? Who? I don't know. I know if I saw him, I'm not forgetting that mustache in a hurry. Did it look something like this? As Sonic speed draws a cartoonish figure off the phone. Yeah, that's the guy. Yep, it's Robotnik, alright. Obsessive genius type, real crazy dude, wants my speed, you know, the usual. What did he take? A cold gun prototype. Speed and cold don't mix. Right, and good news for us, it registers a unique cold signature I can detect. We'll know as soon as Robotnik shows up. Real on-the-nose name, by the way. Good. And while we're waiting, I hope you will consent Sonic to some tests. I'm quite interested in the source of your speed. As long as there are no needles, I'm all good. Meanwhile, across town in a run-down apartment, Clive Marden drowns his sorrows as a tied-up Joe West watches with his mouth taped shut. I would have had it if it wasn't for the Flash. This city would have been begging for mercy. Well, I'll just have to try harder next time. Underneath the tape, Joe is laughing. Martin storms over to Joe, tearing off the tape from his mouth. You're gonna go down, just like your brother. Martin's anger boils over as he generates a great hailstone, striking Joe in the chest with the object. Well, what an enchanting scene for such a specimen. Martin turns to see Dr. Robotnik standing in his doorway, followed closely by the ever-loyal Agent Stone. Who are you? The answers to your prayers, mi amigo. I am your intellectual superior and tactical genius, with 5 PhDs and more technical power than you could conceive of. Yeah. As Martin begins conjuring lightning clouds around him, I only see one guy with power in this room. Behind Robotnik then sprout multiple drones with lasers trained at the Weber Wizard. Perhaps toe the meat-headed bravado and listen. You see, you've been foiled by a certain red speedster. Well, what if I were to tell you I have my own speedy pest to deal with? Your point? My point, my meteorologically meddlesome friend, is that we can aid each other. Me more than you, but who keeps score? I do, Doctor. Not now, Stone. Consider what you've done so far with your great power. Robbing banks and idle greed. Loser! Now consider what you can do with my far greater brains powering your illustrious incredibilities. I'm listening. I have a device that will stop both pests in their tracks. I just need a greater power source and your greatly tenacious abilities. Are you in? Do I get a choice in the matter? I think the apes caught on, Stone. Welcome to the team. As Stone goes to shake Martin's hand, he is given a static shock by Martin instead. I think he likes you, Stone. As Stone goes to leave with the others, Robotnik halts him. No can do, Stone. Freeze a crowd. As Martin, Robotnik and Joe are teleported away, leaving a dejected Stone behind. Meanwhile, back at Star Labs, the computers suddenly blare with a great signal of alert as the team all come to attention as a live stream comes onto the screens. Sorry to interrupt your slack-jawed watching of cable and the sports ball, people of Central City, but now witness my superior brain at work. I issue this challenge to the Flash and my oh-so-blue nemesis. Come face me and my new friend, or the detective's pathetic achievements will all come to a sudden end. Obvious trap is obvious. What else can we do? If they have Joe, we have to go. The Flash and Sonic race off to face the foes. Meanwhile, in the heart of the city, Robotnik places the finishing touches on his latest creation, a cold cannon, calibrating the settings as his drones sweep the area for the hero's arrival, while Martin leans on a nearby wall. Alright, what's this oh-so-great power source of yours? Well, it is rather rudimentary, but exactly what I need, and best of all, dispensable. As his drones suddenly turn on Weather Wizard, directing him to where hooks and wires suddenly fly out, hooking the rogue up to the machine. You said we were partners! Partners? Why would you ever have believed that? You handicapped dullard. I needed your power, and now I have it! As he closes the power chamber on Marden, finishing his cannon as Flash and Sonic arrive. One in red and one in blue. Will all the colours of the visible light spectrum be in attendance? Nowhere to run, Eggman. Oh, who said anything about running? For me or for you? Without pause, Sonic speeds into the fray. Sonic, wait! Robotnik fires his cold cannon, Sonic at first dodging the blasts of cold, until one only just collides with the Hedgehog, freezing Sonic's foot to the ground. Flash speeds over to aid Sonic, but a drone suddenly places a device on Flash's wrist. Ooh, that'll be the speed bomb. I calibrated it to your top trajectory. Try to slow down, it explodes. Try to disarm it, boom! You may be able to find a way out of the bomb, but not in time to save the detective on the other side of town, leaving me and my favorite dissection subject alone together. The bomb suddenly activates. Toodaloo, the Flash has no choice but to start running. Guys, he's not lying. The bomb's attached to a speedometer and it will explode if you try to disarm it. But what do? I can't run forever. Barry, do you see any walls nearby? Why? Because I need you to run into one, or more accurately, through one. What? If you vibrate your molecules at the same resonant frequency as the wall, you will be able to phase through the wall, leaving the bomb on the other side. I can't! Listen to me, Barry. Breathe. Feel that wind on your face. Feel the ground beneath you. Your feet pushing you forward, and the lightning. Feel the lightning. Feel its power traveling through you to every part of your body like a shock. You're no longer you now. You're part of something greater. Part of a speed force. It's yours. Now do it. Run. Barry. Run. The Flash focuses, beginning to vibrate as he speeds towards a nearby truck, successfully phasing through it as the bomb is left behind, exploding as Barry realizes what just happened. Oh, that felt weird. Meanwhile, back with Robotnik and Sonic. Robotnik levels the cold gun directly at Sonic as the Hedgehog is trapped. But then, Sonic begins to radiate with blue energy, speed spinning his way out of the ice as Robotnik is surprised before immediately becoming frustrated. Sonic spirals around the cannon as Robotnik's drones attack. Miss me! Ha! Too slow, Eggman! My machine's processing powers are immaculate, you rambunctious rodent! Yeah, but I'm fast, as Sonic utterly destroys the cannon, freeing a drained Marden from his metallic grasp. You betrayed me! Well, technically, Marden begins charging a great thunderstorm, but he is swiftly knocked out by the returning Flash. Detective West's safe. It's over. Oh, really? You may be light on your feet, but any simpleton would realize I always have a contingency. As Robotnik holds down a button, I just activated what is colloquially known as a dead man switch on two bombs. One in Green Hills, and one in Starling City. Both exactly 50 miles, or 80.4672 kilometers from Central City, and neither of you are fast enough to reach the bombs in 5 minutes. He's right, there's a massive spike of energy at both locations. Even at your top speed, you won't make it. Not apart. But what about combined? What? If we give each other a boost of our speeds, we can make it! Guys, is that possible? Sounds impossible, but it's worth a shot. Unsure of precisely what to do, the Flash and Sonic join hands as their speeds mix, as the Flash's yellow lightning becomes tinged with blue, while Sonic gains that speed force connection. Well, what are we waiting for? Gotta go fast! They both set off, both moving faster than ever before. This is amazing! Do you see how fast he's running? No one's gone that fast. Wells watches with slight concern as Barry and Sonic see the bombs in sight. They both reach the bombs with 30 seconds left. Barry phases his hands into the bomb, disarming it, as Sonic runs the bomb to an abandoned valley, outrunning the subsequent explosion. Awesome! Later, back at Star Labs, as their speed boosts have run out. Well, this has been fun, but now I gotta run. Hey, what brought you to Central City to start with? My friends are missing. One day they were there, the next, poof, and I have no idea where they went. So if you see a yellow fox or a red echidna with anger management issues, let me know. Will do. But before you go, there's one more thing we gotta do. Later. Alright, the Ultimate Speedster race is on. In the red corner is the Scarlet Speedster himself, while in the blue corner is everyone's favorite blue Hedgehog. I wish you good luck. They don't call me the fastest man alive for nothing. Yeah, but I'm the fastest thing alive. 3, 2, 1, go! Wells wheels into his private chamber of Star Labs, rising from his wheelchair as he activates his ring, revealing the Reverse Flash suit. In his hands, he holds a crackling blue quill, looking upon it and smiling.